Hi there, it's Babs here from Yarn People, and today I'm going to be showing you how to work this crochet rib cuff. This is the first of two tutorials on the different techniques for creating this rib effect. One is worked in the round. It can be worked backwards and forwards, but I'm going to show you it in the round because it's actually the cuff of a sleeve. So it can be worked in the round and in the same direction as you've been working all the way through. The other version that I will be showing you in a future tutorial is actually worked going up and down at right angles to the main body of the work, which is what I tend to use for hat cuffs and hat brims. But this is a sleeve cuff and it is going to be working around the post, so I will show you how we do that coming up now. Before we start, I just thought I'd mention that the yarn that we're using today is from West Yorkshire Spinners. It's Chunky Roving Retreat, and I believe this is pure in the cream, and the purple is Calm. This pattern is featured in issue 5 of Yarn People, which is the first printed issue for 2020. There'll be a link in the description if you're interested in that, but this yarn is absolutely gorgeous to be working with, and I will do a proper review of this yarn coming up. But just in case you were wondering what yarn we're using, because it does look very different than standard yarns, I thought I'd mention that before we get going. This is not sponsored in any way. I've purchased all the yarn myself because this is a gift from my mum, so this isn't a sponsored video. However, I thought I would mention it in case anybody is interested. So the first thing we do is work a series of double crochets, UK terms, or single crochets for US, and then on top of that we then work half double crochets for the UK, half double crochets for US, or half treble crochets for the UK, which simply means we yarn over, we put the hook through, pull the yarn back so we have 3 loops, yarn over, and then pull through all 3 at once to give us that slightly stubbier stitch. So I'll just do that a couple more times as we come to the end of this particular round, and then I join the round with a slip stitch. Very simple. Chain 2, and this is where we're going to start working around the post. So we're going to be working around from the back of the post, so we go in through the front, underneath the post, back out to the front of the fabric, loop and pull through, and then pull through all 3 of those loops. So it's a half double crochet around the back of the post for US, or half treble crochet around the back of the post for UK. The terminology will be written out in the comments below. So we'll just do that again, and you wrap it round through from the front, round the back, back through, pull the loop all the way around that post, and then bring it through all 3 of those loops. And then you can start to pick up a bit of pace once you're used to doing that. I find the hardest for me is the fact that I'm working a half stitch rather than a full treble, so I'm pulling through everything, whereas my automatic response is to stop at 2 and then start again for a treble, or a double in the US terms, but you want to go through all of those stitches in one go. So again, through all the stitches in one go. And what I'll do is pause here and then show you it on the next as we come up to finish, so that you can see what they start to look like stacking up. So already you can start to see that there is a raised effect on this to give that ribbing look, and that becomes even more obvious when you move onto the 3rd row. So you can see that this is slightly more raised than this, and as we move forward you'll see that ribbing really picks up. Right, so I've completed this particular round all bar 1 stitch, so I've got one more round the post stitch to do. There we go. So I've got one more round the post stitch to do, so we'll just get that out of the way, round the back, and then through all 3 loops, and then we're going to slip stitch into the top of that row, and then we're going to chain 2 and continue on with our round the post. And it's exactly the same stitch that we've already worked, but now that we're on to our 3rd round of half trebles or half doubles, depending upon UK or US terminology. You can see this ribbing effect is now really starting to come together and to stand up. So let's get a few more done, and then you can see that in more detail. And then when we're ready to finish, you simply do one round of either single crochet if it's US terms, or double crochet for UK terms, just to tidy that up and give it a nice edge. And so let's see the effect. So there you can see that rib effect is really coming to the fore now, so you can see that, and you can continue on as many additional rounds as you like to give you the length of ribbed cuff or brim that you're looking for. And then, as I said, if I can find the other sleeve, then it's simply finished with a single or double crochet, so that it gives it a nice end to that cuff. And that's it, you're done. That is how simple it is to actually create this ribbing effect by working around the back post of a half treble or a half double crochet. Hopefully that's been useful. Hopefully you've learned something. If you have, you might want to like the channel. Stick around for more tutorials. We have a weekly update with vlog, which I started a couple of weeks ago, for some behind the scenes at Yarn People, and also the whips that I'm making, because I constantly make either knit or crochet, or probably both at the same time, some cross stitch thrown in and some other bits and pieces. So if you're interested in yarn, tutorials, stitching, all that kind of stuff, then please stick around and consider following the channel or subscribing. If you're interested in subscribing, there'll be a button following shortly once I've stopped talking. So until next time, I shall chat again soon. Bye for now.